Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and pumpkin connoisseurs. Bill here with B&S Giant Pumpkins, and today is Sunday, May the 10th. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. We had a pretty decent day. We actually got some stuff done in the patches, and yeah, we're gonna show it to you today. We don't have anything stellar, no world record, no, I guess plants yet, but we're about where we normally are. The plants are doing well. I've had less time to work with them this year, so it's been kind of a hassle. Nonetheless, we are still in the competition mode, whether we get where we want to get or not this year. It will be limited time this year, but we're going to put 100% effort in on the time we have. So behind me, you obviously see the house patch. We did call one plant out of that patch just because I really wanted to grow the fruit on the left, so we did. You'll see that in the video. And on the garden patch, my little helper here, where you at? On the garden patch, my helper here, there he is. He helped get the tilling done. We picked up a bunch of rocks. We done some raking. What else did you do?
Well, I can't help Papa. I helped Papa find one piece of wood to help his pumpkin patch. And then you might see Papa has a pumpkin patch right behind him. And then but then I try to find some crystals.
Yep, so he was looking for gems while we were working. Nonetheless, that's our future giant pumpkin grower. So to not drag this on any longer, we have to. We'll go ahead and get into the video we made today while we were working, in between going out to eat and celebrating Mother's Day. And we have 3 plants still in the ground. One will be called this week. I would anticipate by the end of the week the hoop houses will be off because summer is amongst us, at least here in southern Ohio, and controlling the temperatures in the hoop houses. Plus the fruit, the plants are outgrowing them faster than we can keep up with it. So nonetheless, let's just get to the video and see what we did, right buddy?
Something.
All right, well, he's going to show you swinging. We're going to bypass that today, and we'll show you the video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Well, today is Mother's Day, May the 10th, and we've got one pretty nice one, another pretty nice one. I might have to call a plant today. These little mini hoop houses will be coming off after this week. I did pull the plastic off of this side today. Just now, you can see the difference between where it was and where I just pulled the plastic off. It's a little wet under there, so we're gonna let it dry out. But as far as weeds are concerned, this has been uncovered since I put my amendments in, and the weeds are definitely a quarter, maybe an eighth of what they were last year after using the mustard meal and even tilling. So we'll do some final amendments today on the house patch. Got 2 really good looking plants. I guess they're probably, one's probably, they're probably both about 5 foot long. And you can see they're getting so wide, they're getting ready to start touching the edges. So I'm gonna have to call one of these plants, and I'm not sure which one to do. That way I can move the hoop house over and align it for one plant till next Friday or Saturday. And the chance of cold weather is gone after that for the most part. Looks like it's going to be in the 80s and lows in the upper 50s to 60s at night, so we won't be needing these hoop houses. Plus they're going to outgrow it here in the next couple days. Then maintaining the temperatures in here cool enough is also a burden. So this is the house patch, Mother's Day. We're about where we are every year. We do have some secondary growth coming off. I can't see on this one, there's a little bit in there. Nothing phenomenal, but it's about where I'm normally at, so I'm not gonna complain given the time I've had to spend on it this year. So yeah, stand by one. We might do some movement and maybe call a plant. This plant definitely looks more linear. It's got kind of a better layout. This plant isn't bad. I guess it goes up through there and comes out up there. Yeah, it's a tough call. I think we cut to come down to the plant I want to grow the most, and I guess it's the one on the left. Plus it does look a tad bit better. A little longer secondaries already. So we'll probably call the plant on the right, get the hoop house readjusted to fit just one plant. Do a little broad forking around here from where I've been walking, lazy walking. You can see it's all trampled down right around the hoop house. I didn't have boards all the way around it like I started out. So I'm gonna broad fork that, till some amendments in, move it, and we'll see how she looks. Well, there it is. We've got a little over half the patch amended. As you can see, with a difference in the texture there. This is gonna dry up a little bit for a couple days. Maybe a week to 2 weeks, we'll amend that, but we put our final amendments in this soil today. Got it tilled in again. I split my amendments up. I put half down early when I put the hoop house out. And I put it down about 8 inches deep. I guess kind of a reserve. I don't know, I guess you call it reserve or whatever you want to call it, but my when the roots get down deeper is what I was trying to say. But the second layer of amendments, the other half of them went down. They're only 4 inches deep. So I've got 2 layers of amendments in the soil, and the soil's looking just like I want it, really. I'm gonna put some more perlite down here in just a second. But see how dry it is in here. I haven't been watering in here, the top. I've been grounds watering deep, but if you dig down about 4 inches, well, 3 inches, it's nice and moist under there, so it's traveling good. Getting good travel, horizontal travel with the water flow. But this is the plant we kept. It's a good looking plant. It was a tough call. I mean, the other plant, I don't know if you can see him out there, cut him out, moved the hoop house, managed to put a hole in the side of my little structure here with the tiller. But we'll fix that. Got all my walk boards up so I'm not trampling on here. I got some dirt back up against here to insulate it because it is going to be in the 40s for the next, this week at nighttime. Then after that, like I said, we're coming out. But that's a dandy looking plant. Like I said, it's about where we normally are at this point in time. I do like how the spacing is on the leaf nodes on this plant though. It's a little different than I've had before, so we'll see how that works out. You can see I got him staked up a little bit. He's got a little droop because it's hotter and blue blazes in there. I got my fan on. I just got everything moved. I figured I'd give you a quick update. I'm gonna put some more perlite down, get him directed, and we might take a look at the other patch. We might work on it. It's Mother's Day, so my day's about done. It's time to spend time with Mama. That's what we got. 2026. We have something growing anyways. And here we are, we're at the far patch, the one long ways from the house. And I got two decent looking plants going out here. And it's a tough call on which plant I keep in this one. There's no for sure plant to take out. I was leaning towards this plant here. Looks nice and healthy. She runs out, she's about 5 foot long out there. This one actually started, if you see right there, started doing a little ribbon at first. So I thought, well, that's the one I'm gonna call out because I don't really want a ribbon vine, but it's came out of it since then. As you can see, it's not really doing any ribbon moving forward there, but up here where it came out when it first started growing, kind of looks like a ribbon, a little bit anyways, but it didn't continue, so that makes my decision even harder. This ground you can see is a lot more cloddy. I've done the same mistake. As you can see, I've trampled this down. I do have a few walk boards, and this is like concrete now. So I'm going to broad fork this, pull the plastic up off the other half of the patch here in a few minutes. But yeah, so this plant's laying down nice and smooth. It's got some starts of secondaries. This one's kind of still pointing up a little bit. I mean, it's on the ground back there. They both have full-size leaves on them. I mean, but you can see they're also starting to touch the side. So I probably won't call a plant today here in this patch, just because I'm kind of curious to see which one's gonna look the best here another day or so. Nonetheless, I am gonna pull the plastic up, put my final amendments down, get this tilled up, at least half of it tilled up again on the first half of the patch, and then pull this plastic so that can start to breathe a little bit. I'm growing them a little differently, so this will be a shorter set on this pumpkin. It's probably going to be 14 to 16 feet versus my normal 18 to 20. Try something a little different on this particular patch, but the plants are looking phenomenal. They're not bloated, so I'm not overfeeding nitrogen, but the leaves are definitely full size, so we're not underfeeding either. Doing the same watering technique on these guys. I'm not really watering this. You can see it's all dry. I'm just basically putting a soaker hose out there and just letting it creep for about a half hour, just kind of directly watering where I want to water, and then getting good horizontal flow when it hits the hard pan. The thing is, the hard pan and these patches are about 20 inches deep, at least under the hoop houses. The rest of the hard pan's about 14 inches deep through the patch. So decent looking plants. Like I said, I'm not sure. I mean, if I go by length, the plant closest to us here, if you can see through the plastic, is maybe 6 inches longer. He's a little straighter, I guess, and he is laying down flat. I did have to cut a kickstand out a couple days ago, and that's kind of why I'm just waiting to make sure that we don't pick up any disease or anything like that. That's where we're hoping the perlite's going to come into play and help keep us off the ground. I know a lot of growers, they use the mill fabric, not mill fabric, or the weed fabric underneath the main and cut the holes. I'm still not to that point yet. I haven't had any major problems, so it would keep the weeds down along the main though, and I wouldn't have to worry about getting in there. So that's something to think about in the future. But for today anyways, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna peel this plastic back, get the final amendments down on the first half of the patch, get it tilled in about 4 inches deep, and then we'll hold off. I've got about 2 more foot before I hit the end of the grow tent here, so we'll see. That's going to give me another day or two before I call a plant, and then I'll do the adjusting on the hoop house and everything. I guess I could pull it forward a little bit. I might do that because I do have some space in the back. I might pull it forward about 1.5 feet to give me an extra day. Because like I said, I love both these plants. They're both my seeds. And I'm just not sure which one to grow yet. So that's it on the garden patch. Let me get to work and we'll show you the final product. All right, guys. With the help of my trusty partner here, we got the rest of the amendments down on this patch as far as the first half of it. We got the other half of it uncovered so it can dry out a little bit, and we'll start shooting some compost tea on here, try to revive the microbial life there. The rest of it should be cranking pretty good. It is kind of cloddy out here, but this soil is pretty much clay no matter what I put out here. I've put I don't know how many yards of compost out here, and it's just clay, but it's not a bad thing. It holds the nutrients, it holds the moisture. Excuse me. So it's takes a little less water and a little less nutrients. But yeah, it's kind of cloddy a little bit. It's not bad. Like I said before, the basin here is fairly deep before you hit the hard pan, and it's really deep in here. These are the 2 fruits. There's no fruits yet. These are the 2 plants. They're doing really well. They are racing to the finish line, which we have about 3.5 more feet to go. And probably one day this week I will call a plant. They're both doing really well. I like how that one's kind of, I don't know, I can see the main vine on it, but we don't have any major secondaries on either one of these plants, despite the fact they're a little over 5 feet long. They're looking good. They got full-size leaves on them already. I'm guessing that's because of just the fish fertilizer and humic acid I'm putting down, plus what's in the soil. But they're looking good. Like I said, this one here is, oops, it's got a regular vine on it. This one started ribboning out a little bit. We do have the heater right there, the fan, and that light right there is, it puts out, as far as PAR, I don't know if you know anything about PAR. I do fish tanks too. PAR, it's got about 1500 PAR, which is, it's too bright for like coral and things like that. It's definitely would burn stuff, but for plants at that distance I got it at, it's really good. I get good growth every night. These things will be at the end of this hoop house before the end of the week. It is dry in there right now. I put some more perlite down just to test it out and try to keep the vine off the ground. But yeah, they're looking good. Can't complain. And that's really about it. So Mother's Day, Sunday, June the 10th, 2026. One of these plants will make it to the end by the end of the week, and one will not. It'll really come down to whoever throws out the best looking secondaries here by the end of the week. And these hoop houses will be off this weekend. Still got to put the wind fence up. I got a different wind fence this year. And shade cloth, that's a huge thing. Shade cloth will be up before I pull these hoop houses off. We do get some UV protection with this 8mm plastic, which is keeping these leaves from getting scorched. But once this comes off, they will get burnt. So that's our update. Hopefully we can do this at least every week or every other week, probably every other week at best. It's a busy year for me, but hopefully we can get one of these fruit or one of these plants to give us a fruit over 2K plus, and have something decent for the scale. So thanks for watching. We will have an update sooner, hopefully, than later.